In the small village of Trebnova, nestled between the sprawling Siberian forests, the air was thick with worry. Rumors of a looming fuel shortage had reached even the most remote corners of Russia. The villagers were tense. The once bustling roads leading out of town were eerily silent as fuel prices skyrocketed. Natalia Ivanova, a young journalist with a fierce resolve and intrepid spirit, had received a tip from a trusted contact in the Kremlin about the situation. Her mission was clear: uncover the truth behind the nationwide crisis. She knew well that the truth, whatever it might be, could change the fate of her village and perhaps even beyond. The scene in Moscow was chaotic. Citizens gathered at fuel stations, forming queues that snaked through the streets like vines, each person hoping for a drop of the precious liquid gold to power their lives. Natalia had a meeting set with Viktor Kuznetsov, a seasoned and somewhat disgraced former oil executive. Viktor's gruff exterior was matched only by his keen insight into Russia's energy machinations. As Natalia sat in the dimly lit corner of an aged pub, Viktor began to speak. "It's not just a shortage," he grumbled, between sips of his vodka. "It's a war. A war for power within the Kremlin's walls. And its battlefield is every village and city running on fumes." Natalia raised an eyebrow. "Are you saying this crisis is intentional?" "Duh. There's always been corruption," Viktor replied, leaning back into the shadows. "But now, factions within the government are playing a dangerous game. They use the masses as their pawns, driving up fear and tension, all for control of the nation's energy resources." Intrigued yet anxious, Natalia asked, "And the people? What are they to do?" Viktor sighed, casting a weary glance out the window. "They need a voice. They need someone to tell their story." Natalia decided it was time to return home, arm herself with evidence, and start writing. She spent nights poring over documents, interviewing locals, listening to tales of desperation and inventiveness, stories of people using wood burners, bicycles, anything that could help them survive the chill. Her articles began to gain attention, each paragraph sparking a flame of awareness. Across the nation, from the windswept plains to the bustling cities, Natalia's words ignited a movement of solidarity. Communities came together to share resources, a nation of neighbors reclaiming agency in the face of an invisible war. As the pressure mounted, government officials could no longer hide behind closed doors. International eyes scrutinized their every move, and alliances began to shift.